Hello, my dear people. This is Yana Kazbekova with Being Yoga, Breath and Colors. This is our video lesson number 4, dedicated to breathing techniques that strengthen our immunity and our respiratory system. Today, I would like to explore in the type of breathing that in yoga we call segmented breathing. Segmented breathing basically is the breath that is not one long, soft way of bringing the air in or letting it out. Instead, it's a cut in a few sniffs or few parts or few steps. And there are a few combinations that I would like us to work on today. Combinations of the proportion between the parts of inhalation versus parts of exhalation. So, and we're going to work with 5 different ways, different combinations, and each of them will have specific benefit to it. So, for this breathing, we don't need to close our eyes, although you can if you are safe. And I hope in these days you are at home and you're not driving anywhere. When you're staying home, so you can safely close your eyes. But I would say it's not a must. So the breathing will be through the nose. There are some combinations that also allow the mouth breathing, but let's focus on the nasal breathing today, just so we don't make it too big and too extended. So let's think about, or let's play with combination number 1. When we inhale in 4 sniffs and exhale in 1 long exhalation. So 4 sniffs sound like 4 sniffs. Okay. In these 4 sniffs, there is no little exhalation in between. So you expand your inhalation in 4 parts, and towards the 4th one, the 4th section, the 4th, I should say, segment of your breath, you are really already, your lungs are already expanded. And the exhalation, just make sure it's kind of a hard one actually, because you need to make sure in 1 exhalation through your nose to, a little reminder, to let go all the air out. Okay? So nose in, 4, out, 1. Let's do that. Okay, so we're gonna get back to it now. I just wanted to let you know that this particular combination, 4 in, 1 out, is great to energize and uplift us. But yes, I want to stress out again, make sure that you are not rushing it and that your exhalation is full. It's very easy when we play with the breathing. Is honestly, the logic is very simple. By the time you finish your inhalation, your lungs are full. So then your exhalation is complete. Now, by the time you finish your exhalation, your lungs are empty. So then you're ready to bring fresh air in. And this way, firstly, you exchange the air properly. And secondly, you just don't hyperventilate, which we don't want, of course. So we want the breathing to bring us a sense of comfort, a sense of safety, especially when we work on stress in this case, right? We want to make sure that the practice that we do doesn't create a signal of danger or warning in your brain, because the brain then sends the same signal to your body. So that's what we don't want. So make sure that you are not rushing this and you are exhaling all the carbon dioxide completely. And for that, we were working in our previous lessons in the power of our exhalation that we need to have to push all the air out through the nose, not through the mouth. Through the mouth is easy. Now, having a power, enough power and open respiratory via to push the air out. So now let's do, how about maybe a couple of minutes of this variation of segmented breathing. Nose, 4 in, 1 good, 1 out. Last one. Good. Just want to remind you that you may stop the video at any moment, either to rest, to take a break, or to extend your personal practice. So this breathing doesn't really have a limit of time. As long as you're comfortable doing it, please anytime pause the video and keep your practice as long as you need to feel comfortable with this breathing. Now, in this particular modality, when you had to focus or make sure to exhale completely, I just want to remind you that our exhalation is only partially strong if we focus it on the top of our body. Let's remember to engage the bottom. Let's remember to engage our Kegel muscles. Let's remember to engage the power of our pelvic floor, of our abdomen, and of course of our diaphragm. It's not a pushy exhalation, as it was in our first couple of lessons, but the more you use the muscles of your lower part of your trunk, the more you are able to exhale without pushing it strong. The more complete your exhalation can be without a rough, impulsive exhalation. So for that purpose, we need to engage from the bottom. So let's move on to the second modality. It's my favorite one, actually, and it's 4-4, which means you inhale in 4 segments and you exhale in 4 segments. And both happen through the nose. This one is really great for our state of clarity, our state of healthy alertness, and also to purify our glands. So I would say that to start your day, this would be a great one, actually. In fact, you can do these breathings, almost all the types of breathings that I teach you, you can do them any time of the day. There are some few that are recommended more for the beginning of the day or for the end of the day. But honestly, quite frankly, any time of the day is good, so no excuses. 4 and 4. Same logic, just different amount. Let's do that for about a couple of minutes. Keep going. And remember that there is no little escape of other type of breathing in between your segments. So it's 4 to inhale and then 4 to complete your exhalation. There's no in between. So just keep going with the same pattern. Last one. Good. So if this is the first video you see of my channel, I want to remind all of us and tell the new of you guys that the pace of your breathing, unless it's specifically indicated, the pace is for you to choose for yourself. The pace, I mean the rhythm or the tempo, how fast your breathings are, how slow they are. It all depends on the capacity of your lungs, on the amount of, experience you have with the breathing techniques. Because let me just real quick remind you again, we are not looking to hyperventilate. We are not looking to create sense of anxiety while you breathe. No, alertness is different. It's a healthy alertness. It's when you are awake, when you are ready to step into your day, your daily activities. It's great for learning, for the school people, whose work or whose activity requires a lot of mental concentration. So that type of alertness. But it's not about your stressed state that you feel like you are getting out of control. So completely opposite. The following breath is, the modality is 8 to 8. 8 inhales, 8 little portions. So you extend your inhalation to 8 portions. And then you extend your exhalation to 8 portions. Now, the bigger amount of portions, the smaller the volume of air you bring in or out. Because in the previous modalities and in this one, we always are looking forward to expand to our maximum capacity. So when you want to get this amount of air in 4 sniffs, those 4 sniffs will be bigger. If you want the same amount of air brought in 8 sniffs, that means that 8, each of them will be smaller. Right? So let's play with that about also couple of minutes. And this one is about calming and centering. Even though for the new of you, because 8 is twice as more than 4, it might seem a little bit more stressful, but just know that it's a question of practice. Know that it's about just keep going. You can stop earlier and then play. So this is your time, your exploration. At the end of the day, I'm sharing this with you complementary so you can benefit from it. And you apply it on yourself, apply it on your state of mind, apply it on your level of, lungs capacity. And this is so individual. So you pace your own practice. 8 and 8. 8 in, 8 out through the nose. About a couple of minutes. Let's go. Very good. Excellent. Pause, keep going, keep practicing, and also please comment below. What are your observations? Now, as you do it with me, and also when you pause the video and extend your own practice, what are your experiences with each of these modalities? So, my point here is that in these times, so now let me tell you real quick, I'm recording these videos during quarantine, and it's not a news for anyone now around the globe. We are confined to be at home, and we are put, with ourselves or with our families to re-encounter, to reinvent, to learn, to really love ourselves, because there is very little distraction that we can, go to, we can use. So breathing is probably one of the healthiest things you can dedicate your time to, because it's all about your respiratory system health. And this quarantine is about our respiratory system, not health. So my invitation is, please practice, please dedicate time, start with curiosity and continue with the benefits, with your observations and the benefits. Very good. Now I would like us to proceed. Okay. And the next one, we still have 2 more. So my video is about to interrupt. Well, now we're going to move on to the 4th modality of segmented breathing. And this one will be made of 8 parts of inhalation, 8 segments to inhale, and 4 segments to exhale. This combination already requires us more of a focus. We are going to manage different amounts of inhales and exhales. More inhales, less exhales, which means in the 8 segments of inhalation, those will be tiny. And in the 4 segments of exhalations, the segments will be more voluminous. Because remember, you are circulating exactly the same amount of air. The idea and the purpose of this is not to hyperventilate and not to be short of breath. So you will need to take a little time to adjust that. So for that purpose, just focus on your breathing and let's try to do that. Let's do that. So 8 portions in and 4 portions out without any break in between. which means we don't do, but we do, and so on. Okay, good. So let's do that about a couple of minutes. Very good. So you probably see my eyes are getting so hoo-hoo. So yeah, when we focus on these breathings, we really circulate so much air, it just purifies us. We don't even have to remember what each modality is good for. It just purifies you. It relaxes your mind. It clears up your mind and gets you ready for whatever other activity you have in mind next. So, but anyways, this particular combination of 8 parts in and 4 parts out is good to focus. It's good to clear everything and focus. So you do this for as many minutes as you can. I was keeping my eyes open to see, to dedicate about a couple of minutes to this, but you can do it for as long as you're comfortable. You can start with maybe, 4, 5, 6 even repetitions. And then just take it further, take it to longer and longer and longer and see how that works on you. Now, in these times of quarantine, we have enough time for that. We have enough time for ourselves and for our practice. Okay, so now the last one, the 5th combination, the 5th modality will be reversed or inverted combination, where we will inhale in 4 sniffs and exhale in 8 parts. Again, everything through the nose, 4 in and 8 out. And this one will be truly unblocking and calming and letting go. So let's try. They are intended. So each of the modalities is intended for this or that purpose. But I always say that, why do we even complicate? Practice. Apply it to yourself and see how each of them works for you. You probably don't have, you don't even have to remember everything. Just pick one Practice it everyday basis. Dedicate, I don't know, 2, 3, 5, 7 days to just practice and see what do you observe, how it works on you. If you share it with all of us, perfect. If not, doesn't matter, but you will choose. This way you will learn more about your body. You will learn more about how your body responds to this or that breathing type. Okay, so let's do our last modality. 4 in and 8 out. Through the nose for a couple of minutes. Let's do that. Very good. Reminding you again, you can pause the video, extend your own practice, rest, take a break, and get back. Perfect every breathing technique. Master it. Play with it. Make this your toy. If you don't want to think about the good and benefit of it, just make this your toy. It's the healthiest toy ever. Your breathing. Don't postpone your health, guys. Don't procrastinate the strength of your immunity. Take this. This is for you. This is free. This is available 24/7. This is not just one sporadic live broadcasting. This is a 24/7 available on my channel, anytime access and practice at the comfort of your home, any hour of the day. Do this make this your gift for yourself. This is my gift for you, obviously for myself as well. Make this your gift, my gift for you. Well, a gift for yourself. Breathe with me on your own, with your family members. Sit in front of the screen and do this practice together. And I appreciate your participation. And also will love if you can put like on my under my video, subscribe to my channel, stay tuned for more. There will be many more breathing modalities and entertainment. Okay, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.